English champs
Yeah.
was it was an amazing competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we weren't going around together. You were like a piece behind me or something. Yeah, we weren't far from each other.
I remember I just come off a perfect P-bar routine, and I went to high bar, and I've been having some problems with it. I've been changing my routine construction around. It was quite silly, to be honest, to be doing that the week before the comp, but it just wasn't in the right place. And I remember I had a bit of a nightmare there, and thought for a second maybe I wouldn't. I'd be pushed down too far. But I had a good floor rotation, good pommel rotation. I remember finishing on pommels. I was very nervous going into that last routine, but yeah, I was able to keep my cool, and yeah, got the job done. Second place. It's a good job.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. Yeah, I had an amazing comp like that time. That was, I mean, 78.8 with a full.
I remember that. Yeah. High school,
on my Makuts. Oh, you were watching it. I remember in the background of that video, because when I did it the first time, you were watching that time, and then I got back up, did the next Makuts, and I remember. Yeah, I remember because you sort of recoiled when I caught the bar. You were like, when I did the Makuts.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing that in the back of the video. Yeah, I mean, it can be a bit of a scary skill, to be fair. But yeah,
especially at that point, I've never done it before.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
I've never done the Makuts before, and you were one of the only boys in the squad who was consistently doing it in competition. So definitely freaked me out a bit watching some of those, but very consistent. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You've also seen me miss it as well, though. You'd also seen me miss it 100% at that point. Because at that point it wasn't like 100% consistent, hence why I fell on it. Like, it was the DM part, but I had missed a couple of those Makuts before. So yeah, I mean, fair enough. So yeah, that was sort of the thing that propelled you to Junior Worlds. So what happened just basically talk us through everything that happened in between English and Junior Worlds, if you can remember.
So this was actually quite crazy for me. So I began training like normal. I felt weird preparing for my first major championships. I think I couldn't quite believe it. I think maybe some of the people around me in the gym were quite surprised that I made that team as well. But I'd been going through some lower back pain at the time, especially like my very lower back. I was struggling on the floor and the vault. So with these major championships build-ups, it's a lot more numbers, a lot more impact, longer training days, more routine. So I was physically struggling. And I remember one day coming into the gym, I believe this was 2 weeks before we were meant to fly out. I did a double twist punch straight front on the floor. And I landed short out of the double twist. And I remember just instantly feeling sharp pain in my lower back. And I remember just not being able to walk straight away after that. I was just sat down with ice. I remember Sergey, my coach at the time, was quite nervous. He was quite angry at me, though, for making that mistake, because it was quite costly. I was in a lot of pain. And at that point, I didn't really believe I was going to be able to compete still at that competition. But I don't know how I pulled it off. But 2 weeks later, I was back doing all round in one piece, still in pain, admittedly, but back in one piece and ready to travel. But I can't really remember much of it, to be honest, because I was just thinking about the competition.
One of the very few things I remember about the the sort of period of time in between the English and Junior Worlds, the one thing I remember like clearly is getting the news of going to Junior Worlds, and that was incredible. Because I remember I got a call from Luke, who was at a World Cup at the time with Josh Nathan. He gave me a call, and just to say that I'd been selected for the Junior Worlds team. And I mean, I was just in the middle of training and I was just taken aback, and then I just had to get back on the P bars and just start working again.